Hi everyone, you're welcome back to another interesting tutorial. Guys, we are going to be making this beautiful one piece kimono palazzo jumpsuit. You can see how beautiful it's looking. It has this that fitted waist, and you can see how free the leg is. So guys, if you're interested in this tutorial, just keep watching and don't forget to share. Please don't forget to share. Okay, now guys, this is my pattern paper. We are going to be doing the cutting, and I've gone ahead to make some put down some lines. This is the 3 inches I mark out. As you can see, I marked out 3 inches from the starting of this paper, like the vertical line, and I have my bust, my under bust, waist, hip line. Now I'm going to be putting my neck width 3 inches, and I'll be putting the back, which is 1 inch, and the front depth is going to be 7 inches. So this paper is going to be for the front and also for the back. So I'm going to connect my back neck depth like this. Remember, I marked out 3 inches and I use my ruler to outline it. That is on this vertical line, as you can see here. Now this is a cut together sleeve. I have put down my shoulder divide by 2/8, and I'm going to place my tape like so and get and extend my sleeve measurement, which is 12. Okay, I went ahead to put down my shoulder measurement divide by 2 and mark my sleeve measurement. From there, I'm going to mark it like this to get my sleeve opening. This is a cut together sleeve. Like I said before, I'm going to be cutting the back and also the front. I am using this pattern paper to do this, and this is a free kimono palazzo jumpsuit. All right, so just relax. You're going to learn a lot from this, and it's not going to be having a joining. This is all just one piece kimono palazzo jumpsuit. Okay, now to get our crotch depth, crotch line, you can start from the waist and measure 14 inches to 15 inches down. 14 inches, I use 14 inches because the crotch depth for the front is not that tight. So if you don't want it to be extra free, you are going to place your tape on the hip line and measure down 4 inches. Okay, if you want your crotch depth to be free for the front, I'm talking about the front, I'm talking about the front, just place your tape from the waist measurement, measure down 14 inches. But if you don't want that, you can place your tape on the beneath your hip line and put down 4 inches. Okay, now this is my sleeve opening. I just mark my sleeve opening. I have about 10 inches for my sleeve opening, depending how free you want your sleeve to be. Okay, now I'm going to be inputting my bust measurement divide by 4. I'll just mark. I am taking down the actual measurement of my clients. Okay, this is the actual measurement of my clients. I am just putting it down. Bust divide by 4, I'll mark. Waist divide by 4, I'll mark. Just ignore under bust. Okay, I just mark the under bust for us not to be confused on this measurement, this style. Okay, now hip divide by 4, I am going to mark. All right, so this place is the clutch line. So whatever I have on the hip, I'm going to bring it down to the crotch line. So now I'm going to go ahead and connect all the um lines like this with my fainted marker. I am just marking this for us to know what we are doing, for us not to be confused on this type of style. Because if you watch from the underbust down to the getting to the hip, it has this pleated darts um style on from the underbust down to the hip. Okay, so it has a pleated dart style, and that is where this kimono style of a thing comes in. So now I have taken down all the measurements, and you can see that I am marking it, bringing it down to the crotch line. So the remaining length is going to be the from the crotch line down to the remaining length of this jumpsuit. I am working with almost length 60. Remember, the front is a v neckline. Now to get your crotch depth, you can see that I am marking it from these 3 inches I minus. Okay, all my measurements started from the vertical line, excluding the 3 inches I minus. So I just got my crotch depth, as you can see here on the crotch line. You can divide your crotch, you can get your crotch measure depth, crotch depth, by dividing your waist divide by 20 for the front. For the front, you got it like this. Whatever it gives to you, just mark it. If it is 2.5 inches, you mark it. Or if you don't want to divide it like that, just mark like 3 inches or 2.5 inches, depending how big the hip of your client is. But the best way to get your crotch depth, because these 3 inches I left is for the crotch depth, the best way to get it is just divide your crotch depth by 20 for the front, and the back is by 10. All right, your hip, you divide your hip by 20 to get your crotch depth for the front. The back is divide your hip by 10 to get your crotch depth. So now I'm going to connect all my measurement down to the length of the of this jumpsuit. So you can see how I, after getting my crotch depth, I just connected it slightly to meet that vertical line. You can see how the shape of my crotch depth is. Okay, so now guys, you know that, like I said before, I'm going to the underbust is of no use. The underbust measurement I put there is of no use, just for to clear confusion. So I just connect my waist measurement to the bust measurement. Now to get that pleated waisted that is on the waist and also on the underbust and the hip, if you watch that video very well, you will see that the front has about like 6 pleats on the front and 6 pleats at the back. So now you will determine how you want it to be. So I am adding 6 inches on the bust. What I'm doing right now is to add 6 inches on the bust, 6 inches on the waist, and 5 inches on the hip line. The reason why I added that 6 inches is I am going to be pleating that 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches. I will still show you how you are going to do that. But if you don't want yours to be over big, but you can add 5 inches. So I'm going to connect it from the bust, from the hip to the bust. Then while getting to the clouch line, I'm going to reduce the measurement. You do that, depending how you want your palazzo leg, your pant leg to be. If you don't want your pant leg to be extra free, just when you are connecting it from connecting all the line starting from the hip, you begin to reduce it. You can reduce it, okay, so that it's not going to be extra free. So while connecting it, you just be reducing it, taking it down to the full length of this um jumpsuit. That is what I did. But if you want it to be extra free, after adding like 5 inches or 6 inches on the hip, waist, under bust and the bust, when coming to the clouch, you just reduce it to like 3 inches. All right, depending what you want, okay. Hope you understand this explanation. Please, if you don't get it, just rewatch this video, okay. Now I am connecting all the lines. I am connecting it. So this excess that you are looking here is for the pleating. It's for the pleating, okay? It's for the pleating, please. All right. So this is how it's going to be looking like. Now coming to the underbust, I will just slightly connect it, connect my sleeve like this. It's, you know, it's not going to be straight, so it's going to be looking slanted like this, so that you can be able to free your or move your hands after wearing it. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my back neck depth, which is 1 inch. You can do 1.5 depending your size. Then I'm going to, please remember to put your shoulder slope. Okay, I'll cut out my shoulder slope, and I'm going to cut out sorry, I am starting from the down part of this gown, sorry, of this jumpsuit to cut. Just watch what I'm doing and you understand. So this is all about the drafting. Oh, I'm going to be uploading the sewing part of this video. Okay, it's very very simple. By the time you end up pleating this that at the waist and at the underbust and hip, your jumpsuit is going to be looking very very beautiful. It's going to be looking very very beautiful. So this is it, guys. You can see the way I connected my crouch depth. I just connect, mark my 2.5 inches, because that is what I have after measuring my hip by 20. I got 2.5 inches for my crotch depth. I just mark out 2.5 inches. From there I curve it out like slightly way. This particular place I'm cutting right now here, I just connect it slightly to meet the vertical line I mark here, then trim the remaining excess out. So our back and the front is ready. Okay, the only difference from this back is just our it's just the crotch depth, because the crotch depth of the front is 2.5. Basically the front, the back is going to be up to um 3.5 inches. So I'll still show us how to do that. Now I am done this. On our next video is going to be on how to sew this. Until then, bye for now. Please don't forget to share this video, okay?